Hello and welcome to GreenHerb-Gaming, where I celebrate the 25th anniversary of Doom. In this live stream of Doom, I am once again attempting to complete this absolute insane map. It is the second map of the fourth and final episode of Doom, and I'm playing on ultra violence, and I'm asking the question. The title of this live stream is to cheat or not to cheat. So sit back, relax, and more importantly, enjoy the live stream. And as always, I will be getting my live chat on my phone. Hopefully my battery will hold up. To cheat or not to cheat? That is the question. That is the million. Look at this map. Look at how many gobshites are coming at me. Look how much damage I'm taking. Look at how many times I am dying. Of course, I'm going to be tempted to cheat. I'll actually show you the cheats. So we have God mode, give everything, computer, area map, berserk, invulnerability, radiation, shielding suit, and light amplification visor. I would say that if I was going to use any cheat, it would probably be invulnerability, just so I wouldn't have to worry about taking so much damage. Because I only really want to do one thing, and that is to wipe out all of these gobshites in this area, just so I can do a bit of exploration, figure out where exactly I need to be going. I honestly do not know how long I'm going to be able to go without cheating. This map, it has got to make this game the most relentless game I've ever played. What I mean by relentless is it just throws everything at you except the kitchen sink. In fact, I'm pretty sure one of these gobshites threw the kitchen sink at me. But yeah, it just keeps going. So do I. Chad Middleton, what is up? All good. All good. How are you, man? As you can see, I'm still desperately trying to complete this ultra crazy map on ultra violence. And the title of this live stream and the main question of this live stream is to cheat or not to cheat. So yeah, chat, welcome to the live stream. As always, it is great to have you. I hope you enjoy the live stream, and hopefully on this live stream you will be able to complete this. I'm on for a few minutes. No problem, man. Actually, this is going to be a much shorter live stream than my previous 2 live streams. They were like over 2 hours. There was absolutely no way in hell, pardon the pun, you know, doom and all. There was no way in hell I am live streaming this game longer than an hour, because it is just too late and I'm just too tired, and this map is just too draining. So it wouldn't be good for my health to play this game any longer than an hour, to be honest with you. But yeah, chat, no problem. One thing I always say to everyone who watches my content is there is absolutely no requirement for anybody as far as, you know, as far as like how long they watch my channel, or, you know, I mean, 2 minutes, you know, 2 hours, it's all the same to me. 2 seconds, 2 minutes, 2 hours, it's all the same to me, and what it is support, and what I feel is appreciation. So yeah, if you're watching my content for 2 seconds or 2 minutes or 2 hours, it's all the same to me. It's appreciation, it's support that I appreciate. Thankfully, well, not that I know of anyway, thankfully. Hopefully it stays that way. Don't speak too soon. Don't speak too soon, please. God. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty short stream. I'm just going to be discussing the possibility of me cheating. I used to cheat a lot back in the PlayStation days, actually even before the PlayStation days. As far back as the Sega Mega Drive. I think, to my knowledge, the very first cheat I used in a video game was in Sonic the Hedgehog on Sega Mega Drive. It was the level select cheat. I always remember it's probably one of the only cheats that I actually know of. So you're on the menu screen and you press up, down, left, right, A and start together, and you have level select. Boom. Then to get the debug mode, it was a bit more complicated. I think you had to go into like, oh god, it was a lot more complicated anyway. I think you had to go into audio, sound test, and input a specific code on that. Yeah, the debug code was much more complicated. My old Joy-Cons came back from the dead. It's just so funny reading that. But the right Joy-Con has connection, and I'm actually so lucky and privileged to not have any issues with my Joy-Con. I mean, fingers crossed, touch wood. And Victor, welcome to the live stream. As always, it is great to have you. Thank you for the thumbs up, and thumbs up right back at you, Victor. How are you keeping? It is always great to have you on the live stream. Thank you so much for your support. As you can see, the madness still continues. I'm still celebrating 25 years of Doom. I'm still trying to desperately complete 4th and final episode. This is the second map, and I'm playing on Ultra Violence, which is the second hardest difficulty in the game, and you can see that I'm still struggling. So I'm gonna have like a theme to this live stream. It's gonna be a short enough live stream compared to my last 2 live streams, that is. It's going to be, I'm going to say 35 minutes. 35 minutes I'm going to limit this live stream to. Imagine a brutal Doom mods on this level. Imagine a brutal Doom mods on this level. I wouldn't like to, for my health. I wouldn't like to. God Almighty, I would not like to. Oh my God. So the theme is basically, I'm going to be discussing the possibility of me cheating. So yeah, I mean, as I was saying, I used to always cheat. Okay, not always, that's not what I wanted to say. But I did cheat back in the day, like for level select with Sonic the Hedgehog. I was like, I think PlayStation was the biggest console that I cheated on, PS1. So many games I had cheats for. I didn't really care. Back then I just played games to have fun. There was no thing as me being competitive back then. Now, however, it's a completely different story. I actually feel like I have something to prove. I always feel like I'm this like proud gamer. Oh, I can't cheat. GreenHerb-Gaming can't cheat. No. So it's hard for me now to cheat because of that pride that I have as a gamer, as a competitive gamer who wants a challenge. It's hard for me nowadays to cheat. So, but I am thinking of the possibility of cheating, because just look at this map, look at this craziness, look at this mayhem. Actually, I never played this game. I don't know about cheating. First, I would say I would highly recommend Doom. I would recommend Doom to anyone and everyone, of all shapes and sizes, of all interests. I would recommend Doom to I love the emojis, Victor. Love the emojis. Doom is an experience I think everyone should experience. The great thing about Doom is, I may be celebrating 25 years of Doom, but Doom isn't something that happened 25 years ago. Doom is something that continues to happen 25 years later. It's still a thing. It's an experience. I mean, if you've played a lot of Call of Duty and Battlefield and other popular first-person shooting games, this is a completely different experience. This is such an over-the-top experience, and again I would highly recommend Doom to you. Secondly, I would say, yeah, I'm just saying about cheating, I just feel like it takes away the accomplishment, you know. As long as you don't cheat online or post fake high scores like Billy, that's a very good point, Chad. Thanks for that, because that's exactly what it is. It's not like I'm in a tournament where there's like 500,000 euro at stake and I cheated and it's the title for greatest Doom player in the world, and I've taken that away from somebody who didn't cheat, you know, that kind of way. So it's not that high stake, but in my mind it is. It's so weird, it's hard to describe. I don't know, over the years I've become such a proud gamer. I've become such a kind of gamer that just has to have that sense of accomplishment for completing a tough game, and I feel like if I cheat, it just takes away that experience, it takes away that accomplishment. So I'm not really big into cheating nowadays, you know. But I am contemplating the possibility of me cheating in this game. After all, this is supposed to be a celebration, this is supposed to be, you know, fun. And again, it's not a competition. There's no stakes. There's no like cash prizes or trophies, medals to be won or anything like that, apart from PlayStation trophies. Apart from that, like, there's nothing at stake there. So, you know, what is the big deal if I cheat? So I am thinking about it. I just feel like I haven't been stuck in a Doom level this long ever before. It's become so repetitive. It's become painfully repetitive. I haven't managed to get past this area right here. See this area? I have not even gotten past that area. I do have a load file, save file, whatever, where I have like 135% health in this area here, but I'm more or less trapped because I'm actually standing in lava right now. The power suit that allows me to stand in the lava is going to run out eventually, and I'm just being slaughtered by demons, gobshites. There's a few things I would like to talk about, but I just want to keep it specific to Doom, and I want to keep it specific to cheating. But we'll see how it goes. I don't want it to be an extensively long live stream. Just have a look at those cheats again, and I'll go over them and I'll try to think of the one cheat that I can justify myself having. God mode, I think it pretty much speaks for itself. It's probably just gonna, it's probably gonna be everything. It's probably gonna give you every weapon and ammo. It's probably gonna give you invulnerability. You might even start with Berserk. You know, basically, you're God. You're untouchable, kind of a thing. The next one is give me everything. I said I wouldn't quit playing Fortnite, but now they added Batman to it. Oh God, I actually had a conversation about that earlier today. It's so funny now that you bring it up. I always think it's cool how they do have those crossovers. You don't see that type of crossover in any other game. I think it's really nice that they have that kind of, that they have those connections. The Epic Games can reach out to, you know, all these companies and have these, you know, big partnerships. But I have, right now in my life, I have 0% interest in Fortnite. The only time I watch Fortnite is when I'm supporting my fellow supporters. That's the only time you'll see me watching or engaging with Fortnite, is when I'm supporting my YouTube supporters. That's the only time you'll see me being slightly interested in Fortnite. Other than that, 0% interest. So give me everything cheat speaks for itself. It's going to give you every weapon. It's going to give you, I presume anyway, if it says give me everything, you'll have everything, which means I can take out a minigun and just keep shooting those gobshites. There's a 74-year-old that plays Fortnite. Well, that pretty much speaks for itself. I don't even know how to respond to that. I think it just paints an image in everyone's head, and I think that image just speaks for itself. They say a picture tells 1,000 words, and once you picture that in your head, fuck. Why does a 74-year-old play Fortnite? What the fuck is the world coming to? God almighty. Why, he's some sort of a predator or something. That's the only justification I can give for a 74-year-old playing Fortnite. My God. That is just, it's random, it's strange, and it's just baffling, and it's just funny all at the same time. 74-year-old playing Fortnite. The next cheat then is computer area map, which I think I haven't even figured out what the hell that does. I've no idea what that does. Berserk, I know what it does. It powers you up. I think it turns everything into melee, so you're going around with your fists, and you're just able to like rip those gobshites apart with your bare fists. The only problem is you still take damage. It's a little bit different to how it works in the more modern Doom games, where you're just completely untouchable until the Berserk runs out. Invulnerability, again, let them speak for themselves. Invulnerability is you're invulnerable, so gobshites can't deal any damage on you. Radiation shielding suit, I presume that's for every type of environmental damage. So it would protect you, I presume anyway, it would protect you against lava and toxic and all that kind of stuff. Light amplification visor, I have no idea what that does. Maybe it means if you're in a dark room, you'll be able to see better. So, actually, to be fair, I probably would see myself using Berserk, because vulnerability is like infinite health, which is a class A cheat. I'm almost, oh my god, I'm almost comparing using cheats to doing drugs at this stage. I'm even classifying them and everything. But I would say that invulnerability would be infinite health, which is basically class A cheat. It's the highest of the highest when it comes to a cheat. So if I am going to cheat, I'm going to start with the lowest. I really think that's the one I would probably go with actually. I know I said earlier invulnerability, but I think it'll actually be Berserk. Because that's basically a power up. Like you don't get invulnerability in the game. And I actually do. You actually do. Oddly enough, you actually do. You can see... Sorry, there's a fucking thing covering. We should see the Doom mod. It turns the demons into anime. Whoa, this is... Whew. From a 74-year-old playing Fortnite to Doom being turned into an anime, replacing the demons with anime girls. That is just, it's a lot to take in at at 10 to 1 a.m. So that's just, yeah, that's, so I would probably go with Berserk. It's a power up ability basically. But I still haven't decided though. Still haven't decided. Wait, Berserk wouldn't really do me much good. Well, Berserk would do me good in the save file. The problem is with Berserk here is I can't get to those scrap sites, so it will be useless. It's hard to describe. I just feel like if I cheat and I get infinite health, invulnerability. If I turn on Give Me Everything and I have all the weapons and all the ammo, and if I cheat to complete this map, the only way that I can describe it in English and in vocabulary is I would feel like I didn't do anything. I might as well hand the controller to somebody else, have them complete the level, have them hand the controller back to me and say, okay, I completed this level. That's how it would feel if I cheated. There used to be a time where I just played a game to have fun. It wouldn't have mattered to me. I would have just been happy having the map not dealt with. I don't want to deal with this map anymore and get on to the next part of the game. There used to be a time where I was like that, but now I don't know, it's just gotten very professional, competitive. Crazy actually. So I'm going to stick to my promise. I'm going to keep this stream to 35 minutes because I can't be doing this. But I need to start changing up my my time schedule as well. The thing with live streams is they're live. I actually miss doing recorded videos, to be honest with you, because you can upload them at any time of the day and people can watch them at any time of the day. The thing about live stream is, if you miss a live stream, you feel like, ah, damn, I missed it. Because the whole point of a live stream, the whole selling point of a live stream is it's live. So if you miss a live stream, you're not very motivated to watch it because you feel like, oh, well, I just missed the whole selling point of it. But with an uploaded video, you can watch it in your own time because you know that it's not live, if you know what I mean. So I think once I stop celebrating the 25th anniversary of Doom, I actually might go back to maybe like play a couple of Switch games, because there's no streaming on Switch anyway, so that would make it easier. Now the reason I say that is because I'm after getting into a routine now in the last couple of months, really, to be honest, of doing these really late night streams. And you know, when you're playing a game like Doom, like especially, it absolutely drains me. It just drains me, like. And you know, and I look down at my phone and I see like, holy shit, like it's 5-1, and then like before you know it, like it's 5-2, like, and it's just that ain't good for the health, to be honest. So I'm either gonna have to just change my schedule. Well, not so much change it, just like I could have some nights that are late at night, and I could have some days that are just afternoon, evening, possibly even morning, depending on what I'm doing. But nonetheless, I'm gonna have another like 10 minutes of this live stream because I would be absolutely drained if I had. There's no way in hell I'm doing another like 2 or 2.5 stream. That's just not happening. But as far as me, you know, as far as the question is concerned, to cheat or not to cheat, I'd say I'm probably 80% leaning towards cheating, to be honest. But you know what, I gotta get a bit of Untitled Goose Game into this live stream. I have to. I had to talk about that game. That game is absolutely hilarious. Playing as a goose, causing absolute mayhem to humans. I stole a gardener's keys and I locked him out of his own garden. This is one of many hilarious things I've done while playing as a goose. I had to talk about that game. It's basically Goose Simulator. That's the only way to put it. I got to go and good talking to you. No problem. You as well, chat. You as well. Short and sweet. Short and sweet. Funny enough, actually, that's how people are describing Untitled Goose Game. It's very similar to Goat Simulator. You even have like a to-do list, like tasks that you have to complete. What some of the tasks I have to complete now? One was to have a picnic, so you have to go into this gardener's garden, steal all his food, and take it outside to a picnic blanket. That was a pretty random one, actually. The other was to get the gardener wet, so you have to, while he was, like you had to get him in the area of the sprinklers and turn on the hose and get soaked and stuff. But the funniest one of all though was actually a hidden task that I just kind of randomly stumbled upon. I just thought, one of your tasks is to actually steal the gardener's keys. So then I was kind of doing a bit of exploring and I managed to get out of the garden and lock the gate, and I was like, what would happen if he was outside and I had his keys? What would happen then? And it actually turned out it was one of the hidden tasks. Yeah, it's such a random game. Let's get a bit of that. I think more than any other game genre, it's just random crazy outdoor games like that are my favourite. Like, how many games do Ubisoft make where you get to play as a goose? Or how many EA games or Rockstar games? Now, how many of these like mainstream, you know, pop culture, trendy, flashy games do you get to play as a goose? None. There's no game like it. And that's what I was kind of saying earlier about, not earlier actually, in a few of my live streams. Like indie games, and sometimes even big game developers, not all of the time, mostly indie game developers, they can just go all out. They just have no limits when it comes to the kind of content that they create. Have you ever reset this game? No. Not yet. I feel like I've gotten so far into the game now that if I had to go back, I would probably cause more stress on myself. Left a like and love the vids. Keep up the good work. Pro Chronic Vlogs, thank you so much for that, and welcome to the live stream. Really appreciate that support. So I haven't reset the game. I don't think I will, considering how far into the game I've gotten. This is the 4th and final episode of the game. So basically this is the final part of the game. Second map. No, but I'm going to watch it now before I go to sleep. What is it? I'm going to watch that before I go to sleep. So the question I'm asking in this live stream, in fact the title of this live stream is to cheat or not to cheat. Because I really am leaning towards cheating. This map it's too much. It's insanity, to be honest. Can't see your gameplay. Wait, you can't see my gameplay? Oh, that's so cool, man. It really is so cool what you're doing. Pro Chronic Vlogs is part of a rap group. So we got a rapper on the live stream right now. But no, in all seriousness, it really is so cool what you're actually doing, and you should be so proud of yourself. And how come you can't see my gameplay? That's strange. Oh, okay, cool. That's probably because I was paused. That really is cool, man. I'm gonna watch that before I go to sleep. So we have MC Pro Chronic Vlogs on the live chat right now. But it takes some serious amount of confidence and skill to do what you do, which is like rap in front of people. You know, have lyrics in the rap that other people are going to be listening to. All of that takes a huge level of confidence and, as I said, skill. So, man, you should be really proud of yourself, and well done, man. MC Conzi, I love it. MC Conzi, am I pronouncing that correctly? Yeah, MC Conzi is my rapper name. I like it. So you're bringing the cross between your real name and a bit of like rap MC kind of thrown in there as well. Yeah, man, I like it. "35 minutes. I'm actually going to watch that right now. Perfect timing, man. Perfect timing. I'm ending the stream and you're going to bed. Well, you have, are you making more, are you doing more rap stuff tomorrow? So thanks for watching the live stream, and I really appreciate it. And to everyone else who watches, cool, man. Enjoy, man. And again, man, you know, you should be so proud of yourself, man. And you enjoy tomorrow, man. You drop those lyrics like bombs. As you said in your rap, other MCs put your lyrics in that bin. They can all put their lyrics in the bin. So yeah, man. Enjoy tomorrow, man, and drop those lyrics. And thanks so much for watching the live stream, and thanks always for the support. And I'm actually going to watch that video right now before we go to sleep. So I will say good night to you. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy tomorrow. And I will see you next time on GreenHerb-Gaming. And thank you to everyone who watched this live stream, to my subs and to first time viewers. So to everyone, thank you all. And who knows, maybe in the next live stream I will cheat. And maybe eventually in some timeline I will have this map completed. So until then, again, thank you to all who watched. And I will see you on the next live stream. MC GreenHerb-Gaming signing off.